What? You don't believe your SEO will grow your tech startup? I have proof. I have worked with way too many tech startups not to know what will make those companies grow. And I want yours to grow too. Just to show you it's possible, here's my proof, and then I'll dive into the steps on how to actually make your company grow with SEO and content. Here is one B2B SaaS software company that they asked me to step in. I am an SEO and growth specialist. They asked me to step in right along here when their website was plummeting, and I scaled the organic traffic up by 355% in less than 3 months. Another piece of proof is a SaaS startup. I got them ranking for one of their blog posts on the first page of Google before competitors like SEMrush and Moz, as you can see here on the right-hand side. Even this AI startup, I got them seeing results only after 3 pieces of content. Cool. So what does that mean for you? So more eyeballs to your site, right? The more you can rank on the first page of Google, the more pages you have out there that people can click on and will see. The more eyeballs coming to your site, this means more leads and actual buying customers. So how do we practically 3x your tech start with SEO and content? I have for you today 7 easy steps. And quick warning, the last one, you will get so many leads that it'll actually be overwhelming. And transparently, I am saving the best for last, so you stick around and not skip. Cool, so let's get straight into it. Number 7, you want to optimize all your landing pages and service pages with SEO to rank high on Google. Cool, so let me practically teach you how. The first is you want to use Google Keyword Planner or Ahrefs to find the right keyword. I would actually recommend using both in tandem to find the right keywords for your landing pages and service pages. So the Google Keyword Planner way. I have an example for you. We're going to be building out a service page on ringless voicemail for Call Loop, which is a SaaS startup. Amazing. So you want to get on Google Keyword Planner. It is free and you can just make your own account. And you just want to go to Keyword Planner on the left-hand side and then go Discover New Keywords. And now we're going to take this example here. So we're going to do ringless voicemail. So ringless voicemail, you just want to type it in here in this keyword. So this is just for one service page. And then you want to put the URL, which I'm just going to copy and paste here. Then the URL down below, and then click Get Results. And basically, you want to take note. So the keyword that you want to go after, or the service that you're providing for your company, is ringless voicemail. But there's all these other secondary keywords that you can go after as well that will bring more traffic. So you want to optimize around one keyword, and then you want secondary keywords to also optimize around. And you just put it together in a simple Google spreadsheet. Feel free to just take this. This works. This is kind of how I go about things. So the first one is ringless software, which is their service they're providing. And this is their primary keyword. And then you just want to add in secondaries. And don't worry about this too much. This is just, you can see here in Ahrefs and Google Keyword Planner, it will tell you, what the monthly volume is, cost per click, etc. This is a little bit more, you want to have the technical skills in order to know what these numbers mean, and I'm not going to go through that in this video. I'll create another video for that, but you just want to know what keyword you're optimizing around and what are the secondary keywords to go after. And when I'm in Google Keyword Planner, you can see here down below, it's a little hard to see, but down below here, people who are doing ringless voicemail also searching for voicemail drop, which is 100 to 1,000 keyword searches a month. And this is just a different way of saying ringless voicemail. You could say also voicemail drop. So you, of course, want to include that as well in your service page. And then other things like ringless voicemail drops, best voicemail drop service. So now let me show you the Ahrefs way. So you want to reverse engineer competitor. So I found this competitor. We go on the site, it is ranking for ringless voicemail services, which is the same service that the other company provides. And this is their landing page. So they're ranking pretty well for this. So all I want to do is I'm going to go back a step, go to Site Explorer. You want to copy that URL, go to Site Explorer, and then paste in here in Ahrefs. And then you can find all the keywords when you go to Keywords. Click there, and then you can find all the keywords they're ranking for in this one article. So here are a bunch of secondary keywords as well. So you can see I'm finding things like free ringless voicemail drops again, voicemail drop service, voicemail drop software, etc. So You can see here in this Google Sheet, I've just added a couple of that I found on both Google Keyword Planner and Ahrefs. I added them to the Google Sheet so I know they're secondary keywords that I also want to rank for. I can drag this down. These are all my secondary keywords, and this is my primary keyword to go after. Now, the next step you want to do when optimizing your service and landing pages is you want to use a SEO tool like Surfer SEO. I love this one. This is the one I use. And you can see here, and I'll just show you an example here. So if I'm going after, let's say, the SEO for tech startups, basically I would write my copy in Surfer. And on the right-hand side, I will just have all these keywords here to go after. You don't have to worry about getting a score of 94. That's a little excessive. You can definitely go after a score of 60 plus, and that will be just fine. You actually don't want to over-optimize any of your service or landing pages. So you can include the copy here. You want to have optimized heading structure, which I'm not going to be going over, that in this article, how to do it for your service and landing pages. I won't be going over in this video, but I'll go over in a subsequent video. You just want to write your copy, include the keywords that it tells you, and then also include the ones that we found, add them in naturally to your copy here. And that's how you optimize your service and landing pages for SEO. Now, the next thing you want to do is create blog posts, not once, but twice a week. Why do you want to do twice weekly instead of once? In the tech space, there's so much competitors, especially as AI startups are becoming on the up and rise. There's so much competition in the tech space now. So you want to make sure that you're staying ahead of the competition. So most companies are writing once per week, but you want to outdo them by writing twice per week now. And if you can do more, do more. That is great. The next is AI has made content production so much faster, so a lot of people are able to get out more content pieces in less time. So you want to be, again, staying ahead of your competition and publishing as much as possible. Your next is your audience is hungrier now than ever, right? People are consuming content like crazy nowadays, which is a good thing for your company. So you want to be able to satisfy your audience's hunger and not allow them to go to a competitor instead of you just because you don't have that article written or that blog content that they're looking for. So you want to make sure that you're feeding your audience. So what blog post to write? So again, if we take this example of ringless voicemail for this SaaS startup, what you want to do is go to Keyword Research Explorer in Ahrefs, and then you just want to type in that ringless voicemail keyword, and then you want to go to matching terms on the left hand side, and you want to see what content. So let's say you wrote that service page on ringless voicemail, but you can also write a ton of content around that keyword too to even rank higher in the SERPs and rank for any keyword that has anything to do with ringless software. So if we scroll down here, we can see best ringless voicemail. This is a great one if you ever seen companies writing on best of posts. This means Call Loop can write an article on best ringless software, right? It would write a blog post on best ringless software, and then I would have basically a countdown of all the best ringless software. And of course, you believe in your product, so you want to put your product as number one best ringless software, and then actual competitors down below, which is okay because when anyone searches for that competitor, they might see yours pop up, right? If they're searching best ringless voicemail, yours will pop up. And then if anyone's searching for competitors, right, then when they're searching their competitors, they also see yours probably pop up as an alternative too, which is amazing. So we can write a best of article. Let's see. Maybe is ringless voicemail legal? So that's another great one to go after. You write a blog post. It's an informative blog post on is ringless voicemail legal? And you can give people value by telling them, yes, it is legal, and here are the precautions that you want to take to ensure that it stays legal. Something like that. How does ringless voicemail work? So this is a whole nother informational blog post that you can write as well on how it works. So you see here how we're building out even more content around your service page in order to just rank better and higher on Google for any type of content that people are searching for that are wanting your service page. So it brings on those high converting customers to your site, right? Remember those eyeballs to the site leads to more conversions and customers. You already wrote these blog posts. You might as well spend the extra 30 seconds repurposing it across all social medias to widen your audience even more. Where to publish written content? You want to do X or Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google My Business, and this other logo is Threads. So if I wrote this blog post on best bring list software, I would take that blog post and condense it into a small tweet, which may be a couple sentences, and then I would do best bring list software and just list out the best ones in a simple tweet for people to see. Same thing with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a mix between, it's shorter, but it's similar to a blog post. Again, it's a written content piece, so I would just list it out. And if you're not already doing infographics, I would be putting those in your blog post, but you want to take those and put them into maybe an Instagram post, record a short video on explaining this even more in YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok. Or number 4, you want to host webinars where the founder, yes, this probably means you, is making an appearance, or even better, runs it himself. This is a great way to attract more customers and show that you are an expert in this space and you're engaging with your community. I want to give you practical steps on how to host a webinar because, of course, all my videos, I want to make sure that you're leaving knowing exactly what steps to do. So a quick formula to hosting webinars: create a slide deck. I like to use Pitch, that's what I'm using right now, or create a topic that is so valuable for your targeted customer that they'd be stupid not to attend. That's the key point. And how do you find out this idea? You want to answer these questions. What keeps the customer awake at night? What challenges were they facing before using your services? So answer these questions and I promise you'll come up with that webinar idea. Cool. Number 2 is make the event known to all your social media accounts and email everyone you know. You most likely have an email list. Send it out. Send that you're going to the webinar. Send follow-up saying, hey, webinar is going to start in 24 hours, right? So make sure you're posting on all your social media accounts that this is going on. Follow up when the event gets closer and email everyone you know, text everyone you know. It truly doesn't matter, but really reach out to everyone and anyone that could possibly find value in this webinar. 3 is host your webinar in a software. I like to use StreamYard. You can see here, just click on the on-air webinar, and you can host your webinar like that, and then you just send out your link. But also, please don't forget to record because there's probably going to be some people who want to attend that can't. So you want to send out the recording to the email, your social media accounts after it goes live. Amazing. So number 3 is send at least one email marketing campaign a week with copy that converts. That is key. Make sure it's copy that converts, that reaches out to that targeted audience and gets them over the edge to purchase, right, your product. So why send emails? Right? You're going hard on all these social media accounts, you're publishing blog posts, you're optimizing your landing page and service pages. Why also send emails? So there's a study out here by eMarketer that 50% of B2B marketers say email marketing is the most impactful channel. So it's the one that really connects with your audience a bit more on a more personal level because it seems as though you're speaking directly to them, going out of your way to send them an email. So it's a great one to tackle and just provide more also personalization in it because you include your links, you can include, more updates about the company, etc. So it really just goes straight to their email. So you feel comfortable sending out a little bit more of like company events or a little bit more personal company things. Cool. And how do you send out emails? Again, I want to give you practical steps. I like ConvertKit. ConvertKit is the best one and the one I tell all my software clients to use. But you can also use MailChimp. That's another popular tool. Number 2 is overly provide value. Tech founders, I would go to your very edge with this. If you're not asking yourself, did I give away too much for free? You're not providing enough value. Don't be afraid to provide enough value. I promise those customers will still buy. They will see you as a trusted go-to resource. So I promise the more you provide, the better always, and they will still buy your product. Warning, this is the one I said that you're going to get so many leads, it's actually going to be overwhelming. The very last one is the CEO or founder of the AI startup. Yes, this probably means you. Builds a personal brand and promotes the business. There is a reason why Elon Musk has 180 million followers on X compared to Tesla, which only has 22 million. People want to connect with people. So when you're on these social media accounts growing your personal brand, they want to be seeing it from a real person and feeling like they're connecting with you on a more personal level, not robots or company pages. So just to go back, make sure, this is really important, make sure that you're building a personal brand and then promoting the business through that. So don't just be publishing social media on your company pages. You also want to be doing it from your personal page as well. Go ahead, steal the strategies I talked about today. It's helped my software, AI, tech startup clients only grow even more, and I want your company to grow as well. If you have any questions, just ask me. Ask me in the comments down below. I'll answer your questions there.